and the Detroit Lions. Jake Bates now ready to get this one started. And we're off in Detroit. And this will be a touchback, so we're going to need our first snap to see the first action of this game.
Just hold out the left shot. I got it on their toes. I got this. Me, she trying to show me something. I got flows for days.
Offense out now to get us started. It's 1st and 10. They'll begin with a quick completion to the right side. And he maybe got back to the line there, but no further.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10. At the 20-yard line.
Shotgun snap here to go. To the right and hauled in by Laporta. And he gets it up close to the 25 before he's out of bounds.
Quarterbacks will look for their tight end short in just about any situation. They take away the deeper options. Well, there's their consistent source of positive yardage, the trusty tight end.
3rd and 6 for them to figure out now. First down on the ground to Jahmyr Gibbs. And they drop him just a couple yards beyond the line. It's 4th down now. Offense in the hurry up here.
It's 4th down.
Here's a quick throw to the left. And they're going to bring him down just after he crosses the 50. They come through massive gain there on 4th down, give him 24 yards, and most importantly, that 1st down.
Just excellent effort on that catch. And a lightning quick transition from bringing that football in to getting vertical. He was not content for a second to end that play where he caught it. Any catch he makes, his intent is to put some serious yards on top of it.
On 1st down, it's Gibbs. And I don't think he got beyond the line there. Yep, no gain on the play. It's going to be 2nd down.
Hey, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet. But if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
And there's a man there. It's intercepted. Alex Anzalone with the pick. And the Lions have an early opportunity. That's an interception on the game's first series.
They'll take over 1st down.
Oh, coaches just love that effort right there. Instantly, as he made the pick, everybody was looking for a block and doing their part to set up the return. And I know it pales in comparison to giving up the turnover, but how about the effort on the other side to track him down and stop a potential pick 6? I think everybody deserves a little credit on the field for that effort.
He has the catch, but no, he can't get down in bounds. Oh, Brock, it was nearly a touchdown, but they're going to say it's incomplete.
Brings up 2nd and
All right, partner, testing the perimeter early there. Coverage held up. Could be a tough day for those outside receivers to make an impact.
Okay, partner, testing you here. You've heard me say this a lot. Okay, coordinator's job is to get you man-to-man coverage, and your job is?
To win it. Goff back to throw. Dump off, caught by his back. And he's in for the Detroit touchdown. The Lions parlay the interception into points. It's a Jahmyr Gibbs touchdown. Well, Brock, they could prove me wrong, but I don't think touchdowns are going to come that easily the rest of this game. But starting out, we all welcome the quick score.
Yeah, not a lot of energy exerted, right? Not a lot of their cards shown just yet. They only got a couple plays into their strategy, and they found pay dirt. A lot of mystery still to come with what they're going to do schematically. A lot of answers have to be found defensively.
And he'll get in. That gives him an 8-0 lead.
And makes the score Lions 8. Lions nothing.
Well, Brock, the run's certainly an option as they lined up for 2, but as an offense, what are you looking for when you decide to throw it instead?
Well, you've spent all week working on these plays, and usually you have 2 or 3 that you like. That run game, you're right, you can run it. But there's so much more space with creativity in the passing game. And good offenses, elite offenses, they find a way not just to practice it, but to execute it when it matters.
Here comes Williams on the return. In pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29.
First and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
Lions just about ready. 1st and 10. Shaking off the pick quickly. He's going to throw. He lofts one deep, center of the field. This is brought in at the 15. There it is. Touchdown, Detroit. The Lions slice the lead down to a couple. That is as efficient as an offense can be. One play, 70 yards, and 6 points, Brock. They can save the rest of the plays they have prepared for their next series.
Rest of the plays? Why even call it there for one? I mean, that one hit the sweet spot on the barrel and got out of the yard in a hurry. Perfect call to catch him sleeping to start that drive.
Bates has it all set up. Here comes the kickoff. He fields it from the 8. And he'll break the 15, but not get much further. Tough field position to start this one out.
At their own 16-yard line.
First call here coming from the shotgun. Out of the shotgun. Gone. That's complete to Sam Laporta. And they take him down at the 24-yard line. It goes to the hurry-up offense here.
8 yards on the pickup.
On the gun, gone. He's
He's
trying to push the field.
24-yard line.
He's got it at the 30. Offense in a hurry-up here.
It's a pickup of 46 yards. That's good for a Lions first down.
First down throw from Goff. Got to him right as he threw it, and it falls to the ground. Looking for his wide receiver there. So second down coming up.
2nd and 10 at the 30-yard line.
He's going to throw again. Goff. And the Lions are there to bring him down. And they come through the sack to bring around 3rd down.
A loss of 8 yards. And it's 3rd down. 3rd and long.
3rd and long for him here. Completed over the middle. We will not score, but that does set him up, Brock, with 1st and goal, less than a yard away from the end zone.
8 yards. And the Lions first down. 1st and goal.
Signals, and looks like we've got a timeout before that first down play. And after using an early one, 2 left for him to spend. This offense in position now. It's 1st and goal. Gibbs is in for the Detroit touchdown. The Lions take a 7-point lead in the first. It's a Jahmyr Gibbs touchdown.
This right here, Kate, well, this is a performance of the modern-day running back. A touchdown on the ground, a touchdown through the air, and in just the first quarter, making a massive impact on the game.
Dan Campbell gets the offense the call. They're making a bid for 2.
The Lions will set up for the 2-point conversion.
Goff's going to throw for it. And the conversion is no good as that pass falls incomplete.
That is a gold star effort by the defense. First and foremost, you got to defend against the run on this short of the field. To do that and adapt in time to force an incompletion, that's a win-win.
Bates has it all set up. Here comes the kickoff. Here comes Williams on the return. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down.
At their own 28-yard line.
This is our last play of the quarter. Quick throw, right side, complete to start this drive. And they're going to bring him down just a moment before he's able to break it across midfield. These two NFC North teams have played one so far. The Lions out in front. We're back to Ford Field right after this. Back and beginning the second quarter. Lions in possession. They've got a first to begin the frame. Gibbs now from the gun. Into the secondary past the 40. He will go! Touchdown, Detroit! The Lions can tie it up in a second after cutting into the lead. It's a Jahmyr Gibbs touchdown. Bates tacks on the extra point. And the Lions tie things up at 14. So we've got a tie ball game now as they send this away. Jacob Sailors now to return it. And he doesn't get very far, just beyond the 5-yard line.
Well, that's the case of either overthinking things or somehow not thinking enough on that kickoff return. You got to think the 20-yard line is worst case. Instead, the coverage team sticks him with a really long field ahead.
To the air on first down. Here's Goff.
I'm just kind of laughing because you can feel your armchair quarterbacks going, I can make that throw. And anybody who's actually made those throws says you have no idea what it feels like with everybody breathing down your neck. That play's got to be right, timed up right. It certainly wasn't.
And this is a tough one. Met back at his own 2-yard line for the loss.
Okay, that's one of those situations as a quarterback that on my grade sheet, that's a negative. That screen was ambushed by the defense, and you've got to throw it away. Just find a way to put it at his feet and not create a negative play for your offense.
And the stop will be made as he gets this up to about the 18.
18 yards. That's good. For our Lions. First down.
Throwing again. It's Goff. That's on the quick hitter. Has a little bit up to the 21. Tackled by Jack Campbell.
Dude, I don't know why every once in a while I'll get these little flashbacks, but a little play like that just flashes me back to the preseason, my first preseason. And one of the veteran QBs said, hey, Brock, whatever you do, just find completions.
Oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. Jack Campbell at the INT.
Goff's pass. Intercepted. The Lions take over first and 10 at the 36-yard line.
They've got first down here from the 36.
Go tonight.
Came up to Gibbs from the gun. And they blow up the opening play of this drive. Love the aggressiveness from this defense. Goff tosses that quickly out wide. And just gets back to the line of scrimmage. Working quickly here.
A gain of 1 brings up 3rd and 12.
Now you won. Merlin. What's that?
Goff on 3rd. He puts some juice on a deep throw down the middle. How about things are dead even as we've reached our 2-minute warning. Stick around. Some more from Ford Field on its way. On 4th down, the Lions going to try to put 3 on the board here with Jake Bates. This from the right hash and a considerable distance.
A lot of them may make it look automatic, but you get this deep, and those field goals are far from a certainty. It took all his concentration, every bit of his strength, to send that puppy through.
Sailors now on the return. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20.
First and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Detroit offense to the line. Here's 1st and 10. Let's start on the ground with Gibbs. Room to work at the 35. Down the sideline to the 45. Into the red zone. And he will get this to the end zone for a Detroit touchdown. The Lions get some late points and the lead. It's a Jahmyr Gibbs touchdown. His 3rd total score in this game.
Kate, you saw me chuckling. You know I love celebrating that run, but you know what I really love? I really love watching those linemen, and they just get to celebrate. They love an explosive play like that. Doesn't mean a long extended drive, just a whole bunch of celebration.
Detroit calls timeout. It's 2nd. And they'll take this opportunity to discuss what's next over on their sideline.
The Lions will set up for the 2-point conversion.
All right, they're going to throw for it. And he can't connect with his man, so so they tried for 2, but it doesn't work out.
Lions 17.
Bates has it all set up. Here comes the kickoff. Here comes Williams on the return. And this drive will start inside the 25.
First and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
All right, working from the gun to start. First and 10.
Here we go. 70, 180.
Off to the air now. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. Lions really moving with a sense of urgency. Clock keeps running.
Play brings up second down.
Here's Gong. Big strike here to Williams. And this one breaks beautifully as they're going to get it forward to their own 45. Pick up a 34 yards on that play. And that is good for a Detroit first down. Lions really moving with a sense of urgency. Clock keeps running. Off the gut they go with Gibbs. And he's not going to manage to get back to the line even. Tackle for a loss. We've got second and 11. Offense up to the line fast.
A loss of a yard brings up second and 11.
Now Gong.
At the 44-yard
Escapes
line.
the pocket. And he just got it away before the hit, but the pass winds up incomplete. It's going to be third down.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
They'll empty the backfield and motion him out.
5.
Here he goes, third and long. This is brought in by Laporta. And they're going to haul him down just shy of the 40. Lions really moving with a sense of urgency. Clock keeps running.
That's good. For a Lions first down. First and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Straight ahead with Gibbs. And he only manages one. Couple of defenders there to bring him down. Now the Lions calling a timeout. They're first. Last run only gained a yard. That means it's second and 9.
Hold on. Section.
Gong setting the throw. Taking a chance to the end zone. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. That throw doesn't lead to 6. And things look tougher now with third and long. Didn't see a whole lot of room to fit that pass in, Brock. It takes a special quarterback to thread the needle. He couldn't do it.
You know what that's like? That's like passing across your own crease in hockey, kid. That's a big no-no. When you challenge double coverage in the end zone, and let me tell you, coaches don't really like that either.
To the air on third and long. Downfield, and Tisslaw has it. And they hold him down just a foot or two shy of the red zone. Detroit calls timeout. It's second. And they still have one in their pocket for what's left of this half. And keep this drive moving, partner. Here's another first and 10. Shotgun snap here to go. And he's got to take this in. Touchdown, Detroit. The Lions take the lead just before halftime. It's a Sam Laporta touchdown. So, Brock, good work there to finish off the drive in the end zone and retake the lead.
You just get this feeling every once in a while in games, this sucker's going to be a back-and-forth football game. So what a great job offensively to jump out in front here in the first half of play.
Bates has it all set up. Here comes the kickoff. And Sailors now on the return. And he'll break the 15, but not get much further. Tough field position to start this one out. First and 10, but only time left for maybe a couple of plays here. All right, keeping it simple. They're just going to call a give right up the middle. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play. Just before halftime, we get a timeout taken.
2nd and 10 at the 17-yard line.
He'll throw it. And this falls incomplete with just 2 seconds remaining.
Once that quarterback broke the pocket, kind of turns into like a zone read option a little bit. Kate, you got a couple choices. Keep it yourself or try to force the throw. There was nowhere to go. He really should have used his legs.
3rd down run by Gibbs. And they will finally catch up to him just a second before he could reach that 40. So we're through 2 quarters now. Still a half of football to be played. We'll be back with more of the NFL on EA Sports. The first half controlled by the offenses, Brock. Let's see if the defenses can take over in the second half. We're underway. Sailors now on the return. And he gets it up beyond the 20, but boy, did they plant him a few inches into the ground at the end of that run. Now Ryan Lyons just about ready. 1st and 10. And off the play fake. Here's Goff. Connects on the crosser. And he's going to be taken down here after he takes it to the 45. They strike for 23 yards. And the Lions have a first down. Just 1 play into this drive, and they are already sitting on their own 45.
45-yard line.
Here's Goff on 1st and 10. And he can't make the hookup on the deep ball. That's incomplete.
They would sure love to connect on some of these intermediate throws, those true throws. Getting a completion like that, and not only does it spark your offense, but it just sets you up for even more aggressive play calling.
To throw again here, 2nd and 10. It's Goff. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Working across the middle, Brock. It is tough for anybody to make plays through all that mess, even when you're the biggest and baddest pass catcher on the roster.
But as a tight end, you're going to be disappointed because that's what you're paid to do. It's one thing for those undersized receivers you talk about. It's another one for these big tight ends. You are paid to make that catch through contact. You couldn't do it.
12 yards on that play, and a good call nets him the first.
First down. A gain of 12. And the Lions first
Here's a
down.
counter give to Gibbs. And the big gain followed by a little bit of a loss here. The defense getting the better of him on that run. Offense to the line fast. Out of the shotgun. Goff. Too much lead on that throw. That falls incomplete ahead of his target. No luck finding his receiver that time. So they're left facing 3rd and long.
3rd down and 13.
Looking to throw. Goff. And complete to St. Brown. And he'll be brought down at about the 29.
A gain of 17 yards. That's another Detroit Lions.
On first down, it's Goff. Completed to his running back. And they stop him. He's marked down along that 18-yard line. Looking quickly here.
11 more yards. That's another Detroit Lions.
First down throw from Goff. That's too far in front, and it's not going to be caught.
Once a throw at this level, so much speed and length, you got to be real careful. Rarely do you find a clean window down the middle. That'd be absolutely perfect, and it wasn't there.
Ric Flair. Go, 12, go.
Throwing again. Here's Goff. Short pass brought in. He's going to take this in. Touchdown, Detroit. The Lions take the lead right away in half number 2. So he finds his man in space, and then the wideout takes advantage. Nice finish there to take it in for 6.
Yeah, no question about it. We know points are always a premium in this league, and this really becomes a 3- or 4-point play. Right, when you don't have to settle for field goals, you can throw it underneath, and your receivers do that much damage in the open field and score a touchdown. That's big time.
Well, not the way they drew it up, partner, but when it works, who cares? They didn't defend the check down throw, and it's open for 2.
I can still remember one of my first red zone days way back when. Touchdown to check down. Touchdown to check down. Now, I know it's not a touchdown, but this check down, well, it was a valuable 2 points.
And he's brought down just inside the 25. Detroit offense to the line. Here's 1st and 10. Drive begins with Gibbs. And he's taken down just a couple yards shy of the 40. Gain of 15 there. And that is good for a Detroit 1st down. Quite the start to that drive, huh, partner? First play sets him up in the 38. Going to the ground again on first. And that carry only gets one on the plunge up the gut.
The thing I could say positive about the execution of that play is at least he didn't go backwards.
Last run, not a lot of help, Brock. 9 to go now on 2nd down.
Four down. Like 20.
Again, it's Gibbs. Defender gets to him right around the line. It's going to be marked as no gain. So, Brock, that means 3rd down coming up. 3rd and long. They're going to throw. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. Alex Anzalone with the pick. And he's going to score on the pick 6. Touchdown, Detroit. You want to know how strong the coverage was there? Man, they even had that underneath throw locked down, Brock, and he took it the other way.
It's really, really hard to find a better rep than that one in coverage. You're so spot on. Covered it down the field. Usually a gimme to the running back. The only thing was a gimme was gimme 6.
And he's into the end zone for 2. That grows the lead to an even 2 touchdowns.
36. Lions.
That is their 3rd conversion this game. They haven't been shy on the confidence to go for it or to back it up once it snaps.
I love that word, confidence. And I love being in a huddle and you can feel it. When you're on offense, it feels like you can't be stopped. You can't wait to say, hey! No matter what the situation or circumstance is, in 3 conversions, that's job well done.
It's your birthday. We gon' party like it's your birthday. We gon' sip like it's your birthday. And you know we don't give a fuck. It's like your birthday. You'll find me in the club. Full of mama, I got what you need.
Now Ryan Lyons just about ready. 1st and 10. Goff trying again here after the pick. Finds a seam down the middle. And the stop is made just before he's able to reach that midfield strike.
19 yards. That's good. We're on Lions. 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
This is the end of the 3rd quarter. It's Lions ball. They come in trailing, but that lead is within reach. Football's on the 48. Here we go. 1st down. From the gun, Goff. That's Laporta again. And he's stopped as he gets this one down to the 27-yard line. 25 on that play. And the Lions have a 1st down. Moving quickly, trying to get set again.
Lions. 1st down. 1st and 10.
Goff on 1st and 10. Hits him on the end route. And they bring him down at the 18-yard line. Goes to the hurry up here.
A gain of 9 brings up
He's going to throw again. Goff.
At the Lions' 18-yard line.
Another one caught by St. Brown. And he's going to be dropped with a big hit at the end of that. But the effort still sets him up with a 1st and goal. Moving quickly, trying to get set.
Lions, 1st down. 1st and goal.
Throwing again. It's Goff. Brought in. And that play is brought to a halt. They're going to say at the 5-yard line. Offense in the hurry up here.
Brings up 2nd and goal at the 5-yard line.
What's that?
Running it with Gibbs. And he won't challenge for the goal line. The stop made at the 4. The dose of the hurry up offense here.
4-yard line.
We're good.
A 2-yard pickup brings up 3rd and goal.
On 3rd and goal, Goff. Touchdown. Touchdown, Detroit. The Lions now within one score in the fourth. Amon-Ra St. Brown, the touchdown. All right, so the offense does its job, Brock. Now they need their defense to give them a chance to overcome that big deficit.
The momentum in the building's clearly changed. You can feel it here in the booth, but you're right. It's now to the defense to make a stop and give them a chance.
Lions, 32.
Now this could be the game right here. Down a score, they need to get this ball back. And no luck, the Lions there to recover. And he's going to be brought down after reaching the 43.
No question they wanted the ball back late, but you don't see many of these recovered by the kicking team in the NFL. You see even fewer recovered when they're actually expecting it, like they certainly were right there.
Go, cut! 180! Turbo, something.
Running it with David Montgomery. Drop flat, first guy he met. No gain on that first down run. Now the Lions calling timeouts. They're first. First play to drive lost a yard. Need to get it back and some change here. Second down.
Cut! Cut!
A give to Gibbs. Spins out of one side. And they're on him to send him out right before he gets to that 30-yard line. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12. First and 10 from the 32.
First down. First and 10.
Off to the air now. Screen here for Gibbs. He's got his guys into the red zone before someone can force him out. 12 yards on that play. A good call, and that's on the first.
Detroit Lions. First down. First and 10 at the 20-yard line.
Now Gibbs. And that's a key stop defensively, Brock. Gonna need more of those as they trail by a score. Now before we reach the 2-minute warning, we've got a timeout. That's the second one used by the defense in this half.
Value, cut! 180!
Throwing is gone. Throw is caught. And he's gonna take this in. Touchdown, Detroit. The Lions now lead by 10.
Detroit.
Well, in a close game, they needed somebody to make that type of play. Now it pushes their lead to a couple of scores and makes a comeback that much more difficult.
You know, Kate, their offense did its part and padded the lead. Now it's up to this defense to make this two-score lead hold up and carry it across the finish line.
The Lions will set up for the two-point conversion.
Goff's got to throw for it. Ooh, and he can't shake the defense. They track him down in the backfield, and this two-point attempt fails.
42. Lions, 32.
Bates has it all set up. Here comes the kickoff. Here comes Williams on the return. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20.
At their own 22-yard line.
Offense to the line. They're going to have trips right to start out.
20! Value three! Value three!
To the air on first down. Here's Goff. And down he goes. The Lions rush gets home. Offense in the hurry up here.
Rodriguez. A loss of 11. It's second and 21. At the 11-yard
Shotgun
line.
snap here to Goff. Finds him over the middle. And he'll be brought down along the 25-yard line. We've reached the 2-minute warning in Detroit. Lions down by 10.
Yards on the play. Brings up third down and 7.
Let's see what they draw up on this 3rd and 7. Man in motion here.
180!
Goff on third. Pass is brought in by Laporta. And this one breaks beautifully as they're going to get it forward to their own 45.
It's a gain of 20. That's good for a Lions first down.
Here's Goff on 1st and 10. Buys time, rolling right. Complete to Raymond. And this one does not go far. Lions really moving with a sense of urgency. Clock keeps running. Again, Goff. Looking for his back, but he will not find it. That's incomplete. Brings up third down.
Those passes get more and more difficult as you try to get aggressive down the field. Those windows and throwing lanes, Kate, they're not open very long. And it only takes a little bit for the throw to be thrown off.
And they're going to keep moving forward, Brock, down inside the opposing 30. Lions really moving with a sense of urgency. Clock keeps running.
And the Lions first down.
Out of the shotgun, Goff. He's got it at the 6. He will not score, but that does set him up, Brock, with first and goal, less than a yard away from the end zone. Lions really moving with a sense of urgency. Clock keeps running.
First down. First and goal at the 1-yard line.
Sign quarterback run here. Not able to make a push for that goal line. He's hit for a loss back at the 3. Running clock adding a sense of urgency to these proceedings.
Brings up second and
Goff. And don't make just yet, fans. He's got it for the touchdown, and there's still a small chance, Brock, that this one isn't over. They were throwing for it there, and they didn't care who knew about it, Brock. And it turns out, hey, nothing was going to stop them either.
Yeah, there's something about an empty formation. You are declaring to a defense, other than QB draw, this ball is going to be in the air. But at the same time, you also force the defense's hand. There's only so many coverages they can play, and they just exposed them.
It could be it, folks. It's intercepted. Brian Branch has it. And he's brought down up at the 6-yard line. Well, he looks maybe a little unsure of the call, Brock, and that 2-point try unraveled out there.
Or maybe they were just surprised by the look this defense came out in. Either way, unfortunately, not a whole lot you can do once that ball snapped. Got to find some way to make that call work.
So down inside the final minute, they're ready to try the onside kick. And this is brought in by the Lions. That should be enough to secure them this win.
Hey, the numbers don't lie. The numbers tell you, Kate, time and again, it is so hard to recover these onside kicks. And when you got an opponent prepared for it, well, that makes it even more difficult.
And he can't escape, Brock. They lose yards, but defensively, no timeouts left to stop the clock and take advantage. Gave away a couple on the first down run. Now it's going to be 2nd and 12. They'll toss it to Gibbs. This one isn't looking much better, Brock. He's handed another loss. It's 2 in a row. They've got third down now coming up.
This coordinator tried to show some trust and belief with his offense. A run after a negative run? Well, you lose a lot of equity and belief in that coordinator. I don't think he's going to try a third run after that.
And the Lions are there to bring him down. And a couple of really good plays, Brock, made back-to-back behind the line to bring up fourth down.
A loss of 12 yards. And it's 3 and
One final second on that clock. There's a timeout. We'll have to wait just a touch longer to close this one out. Look at them. They don't want to surrender the lead or possession. The offense staying out there on 4. Running for it. Here's Gibbs. And this one will not work out for him. He's stacked up behind the line and is going to head off after a turnover on downs. So it's 1 for the win column for the Lions. And there was no easing up. It took some white knuckling until the very end, but their defense carried that small lead through to the finish line as they escape with a victory. That does it for another broadcast of the NFL on EA Sports. With my partner in the booth, Brock Huard, I'm Kate Scott. It's a win for the Lions, as we'll see you next time from Detroit.